Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm totally excited to be here today and to welcome you to another episode of Soul Infused Monday. And I'm excited to talk about actually how to become excited even though you might wake up in the morning and you feel like crap, or you feel demotivated or heavy or even depressed. And I'm excited about that because I felt similar to that myself. And I'm super excited right now. And I'm super happy to share this with you. So, have you ever felt, or do you sometimes feel you wake up in the morning and you feel like not getting up? You feel heavy, or you feel emotional, or you feel like you just, whatever is going on in your life. Like, do you sometimes wake up in the morning and you don't feel amazing, excited, great, motivated? Like, do you have days like that? And when I ask that, of course, I would think, as long as you are a human being and in this world, you do feel like that sometimes. Unless you are an alien from a different planet, or you are a robot or something, I would assume that we all feel like this sometimes. Hi, Carla. Hi, Ariel. You look great. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. So tell me, do you have days in the morning, specifically you wake up and you already feel like, ugh? Yeah? So just comment below real quick and let me know. Good morning, Lisa. So let's be real. We all have days like that. We all have moments like that. We all have mornings like that. I have days like that. And for those who don't know me, to just share real brief a little bit about my story and where I come from, because I didn't feel so great about myself when I was young. And I remember, back when I was young, I was 14 at the time, and I was already on my first diet because I felt fat, I felt ugly, and that was only a piece of my inner world. But I always felt I'm not good enough. I felt that I'm less, I didn't fit. I felt weird. I was feeling like something's wrong with me. I was comparing myself with other women all the time. And I literally hated myself. And I'm sharing this with you because sometimes it's easy to think, oh, look at her. She's so confident and she's so beautiful and she's so inspiring, or whatever you think, it doesn't matter. And even though that is true now, it's, like, where do we come from? What did we overcome? And how did we actually overcome it? And I remember the day of my decision making, or when I was on a crossroad, when I made a decision to change my life. And that's 20 years ago. I was 26 back then. And you might know the story, but I just really want to share that for those who might not know me as well. I was 26. I was on a beautiful beach in Thailand with my boyfriend at the time. We were there on vacation. And there was this moment where I was sitting on the beach. This beautiful white sand, the palm trees. My boyfriend was somewhere. I was all by myself. And I felt like, oh my goodness, this should be the most beautiful and the most romantic day in my life. And when I was sitting there by myself, the only thing that was in my mind, in my body, in my awareness is how bad I was feeling about myself inside of myself. And in that moment, I've made a decision. Because I knew I either do something or I'm going to kill myself. And it sounds very dramatic, but that's what I was inside. And I made a decision to do whatever it takes to love myself, because that's what I wanted. I didn't know how. I didn't even believe it's possible for me, but I knew that's what I wanted. So I made that decision back then to do whatever it takes. And I didn't know what it would take. I didn't know. And I also made a decision not to go on vacation again until I really would feel better about myself, that I would feel good about myself. So, and I'm sharing this with you because I really understand what it means to wake up in the morning and to not feel happy, to feel depressed, to feel that unworthiness, to feel not good enough, to feel heavy, to feel whatever it is. And I don't feel like back then anymore. I certainly don't. However, I have days where something happens, or I have to deal with a lot of things in my life like everyone else, and I have moments like that. I have days like that. I wake up in the morning and I remember, wow, I just now have different tools. I now have a different experience of who I am inside. So even though this is happening, it's not consuming my day. And within a short amount of time, I'm sitting here with you, super excited to connect with you, super excited about having this community, super excited that I do something that matters and that I do something that helps other women and men to really transform and shift so that you don't have to suffer for days in a row, months in a row, years in a row, so that you can really embrace who you are, love who you are, and have the most amazing life. So, and I want to just take a moment to look at the comments that I see are coming in. Shirley, hi, good afternoon. Yeah, Erica, great to see you. Adam, wonderful. Heather, oh my God, honey, hi, how are you? Okay, awesome. So, let me tell you what I do when I have a day like that, and so that you can shift as well. And if in this very moment, while you are here with me, you feel like a little heavy, or you feel like, I'm not so motivated, like, I would like to feel better, do it with me. Tune into the energy also collectively when we meet in a group setting like this. Don't underestimate the power of group energy intention and energy shift. Okay, so you can tap into that energy. So one of the things that I do when I wake up in the morning and I feel, bad for whatever reason, it doesn't really matter. The first thing I do is to just take a breath. And just take a breath right now. Just take a deep breath. Take a few deep breaths, connect to yourself. And then the second thing I do, and it's not that I do it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I'm just sharing what I did this morning. Just because this morning I did not feel great. Okay, so I'm very transparent. I did not feel good. So I take a breath. Then what I sometimes do, I take one hand, put it on my heart, one hand, put it on my belly while I'm still in bed. I'm lying on my back in bed and take a breath. And I'm very loving. It's just like, okay, that's how you feel right now. And for a moment, I simply acknowledge that I feel that way. So whatever you are, you can do it with me right now, even though you're not in bed anymore. Maybe you are in bed, I don't know. So you take a nice deep breath. You connect physically with yourself. And you're just gentle with yourself for a moment. And you remind yourself in that moment, what I do remind myself is like, I just feel like this at the moment. That's okay. That's not how I'm going to feel all day. Something, I had a weird dream, something I'm just maybe unconsciously working through. So I give myself compassion. I give myself love. But also a bigger picture of this is just this moment, like things can shift. And then, of course, at some point I get up, obviously, and you know this if you followed me, and I keep saying this over and over and over again. What I do to really shift my energy is meditation. I meditate. And I want to take a moment, super briefly, because this is a topic that, I could talk forever about it, but it's also about the type of meditation, because it's basically to shift your energy. Let me give you an example. When we get up in the morning and we feel kind of, right? Inside, outside, all over. Our energy is kind of like really condensed more in our lower chakras. We are more involved in our emotional body. We are not connected to our higher self yet in a way. So we are kind of like in a muggy kind of energy, and it feels Like if you have your head in mud, you know, like you kind of feel like that. And what we want to do to change that is we want to go into a vertical alignment, into a vertical energy flow again. Because when we feel heavy, depressed, emotional, angry, it doesn't matter what, but just not good, our energy is more vertical and more down. Like the intensity or the vibration is a lower vibration, often related to our lower chakras. So what you want to do, and you can simply do that by breathing, by sitting up also, you want to sit vertically. You want to sit in a way that already energy can flow vertically, okay? And you use your breath. And when you do that, and if you don't know exactly how, and if you haven't meditated yet, it doesn't matter. For this very moment right now, here with me in the group, just do it. Sit nice in vertical alignment. Sit nice on your sit bones. You really want to have that position where you feel your feet on the ground. And if you're driving right now, you know, you can practice this later, or you can even do this while you're driving, you know, just keep your eyes open, obviously, and you can sit in vertical alignment. If you're used to do that, and if you practice just by sitting like this, I already notice my energy shifts. But it's because I'm so used to it. I'm doing it every day, so it's an anchor. And I'm sharing this with you because consistency is the key for you to also consistently be able to be in vertical alignment and to feel good about yourself and within yourself. So before I even continue, do you have any questions? Does that make sense so far? I just want to make sure you're here with me, okay? So you sit in vertical alignment. You keep breathing. You relax your shoulders. And you can also imagine that there's a string on top of your head that is pulling you upwards. It's pulling you upwards. Okay, makes sense. Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay. And this is a very quick little exercise with you. It is more effective when, you know, you take longer and you go through the certain spaces. So some of you will make a shift, you will notice a shift, but maybe you won't notice like this huge transformation because you're only doing it for a moment. But just hang in there with me and just do it anyway. So if you like, you can close your eyes, okay, just to experience more of connecting with you inwardly. Feel the feet on the ground, feel how you sit on your chair or cushion, wherever you sit, but you want to sit in vertical alignment. And you want to keep breathing, and you want to set your awareness or put your awareness inside towards yourself. And release any tension that you might have. You might feel maybe you have tension in your shoulders, maybe you have tension in your jaw, maybe you have tension in your head or lower back, hips. It doesn't matter where. Like, use the moment to kind of like physically release some of the tension. It could be with stretching, could be just gentle movements. You know, we are very holistic beings. Our physical body, our energetical body, our emotional body, we are all, you know, all related. Okay, so do that for a moment. Take a breath. And then one of the pieces that is crucial, and it's maybe a little bit advanced for some you're used to do that, is you want to unhook from the lower energies. You want to unhook from the emotions that are dragging you down, from the heaviness. And depending on where you are, it might shift quickly, or you will have to do some of the deeper inner work to release what's actually still in there, the wounds, the patterns, the energetical, you know, like cysts that we call it, or blocks. And at the same time, you can always make a shift. So let's do this together. What I'm talking about is we're going to use our third eye. Right? Third eye is one of the energy centers here in the middle of your forehead. And our third eye, when we awaken our third eye and open up our third eye, especially the upper part of your third eye, that's when you can help unhook. And when I say unhook, I literally mean energy is substance. Okay? So imagine that wherever you feel tension in your heart, in your belly, in your chest, like in your solar plexus, we're kind of like hooked into it, and our head is, in the mud. So what you want to do is you want to unhook. You want to literally unhook and put your awareness up. So you can keep your eyes closed, if you like. You sit in vertical alignment. Imagine the string pulling you up. You take a nice deep breath, and while you keep your eyes closed, your inner eye turns upwards, as if you would want to look up to the upper part of your forehead. And take a breath. And just do it with me, of course. If you are driving, don't close your eyes, but don't just watch or listen. Do it with us. Tap into the energy of what we are creating together. You breathe up and you turn your eyes upwards. It's like as if you would look up. And you connect to the upper part of your third eye. And you keep breathing. And you're imagining to really unhook from whatever is going on down here in the lower chakras, and you go up. And if you're not used to do that, it's going to be feeling a little weird. It's going to feel like there's tension. It's because it's a muscle that you're not used to use. So you just want to keep practicing this, looking upwards internally. And take a breath. Take another breath. Take another deep, deep breath. And you can do that in meditation. You can do that just as a standalone exercise, depending on where you are on your journey and on the amount of inner work or energy work you've done in the past. You will have a quick shift, or it will really take some time to do it. So take another breath. Leave me a comment below. How does that feel? Do you, just let me know. I need, as I don't know if you've done it with me, what your experience is. Leave me a quick comment below. How did that feel to turn inwards and to turn upwards? So let me know real quick, or if you have a question specifically. And even though you're going to comment something right now, just stay connected. Stay connected in your center. Stay connected vertically. And even though you have your eyes open and you are looking at me, you still internally focus on shifting your energy upwards to a higher vibration, unhooking and unplugging to a higher vibration, to your higher self. Loved it. Thank you. You're so welcome, Heather. Love it that you're here. It feels cleansing and give me more energy. Okay, I couldn't read it. That's why I had to make this move. Okay, awesome. That's fantastic. So I would encourage you to really incorporate that in your daily routine, morning routine that I keep talking. Have a morning routine. How you start the morning will affect and will basically set the tone for the rest of the day. So have some breathing, meditation, whatever works for you, but you want to incorporate the energy shift. Going upwards, going to a higher vibration. Because ultimately, this is what will give you freedom, what will give you inner peace, because you are connecting to the being that you really are beyond your emotions, beyond your physical sensations, beyond your beliefs, beyond our conditioning. It's to reconnect to your soul, to reconnect or to your source, to God, to the divine, whatever works for you, that we don't need to label it, but to that higher source of your being, the part that is who you really are. Okay. I do find the more I do, the easier feels the change. Absolutely, Lisa. Lisa, absolutely. Tension in my lower back is easing. Beautiful, beautiful. It does really work. I mean, seriously, it saved my life. It took me a long time and I did a lot of work around it. However, and Lisa just said, very important, the more often I do it, the easier it gets. So if you're looking for just a quick fix that you have to do it once and you're done, sorry, I don't have that. I haven't found it yet. So deep transformation, inner really connecting to who you are and to connecting to your soul purpose, to who you are, does not happen overnight and doesn't happen quickly. Consistency and commitment. It's a journey, it's a path, it's a lifestyle. And it took me a long time to get to a point where meditation in the morning was non-negotiable. Like, it's just like brushing my teeth. I don't go out of the house without it because it feels like, for me, it feels like energetically and emotionally, like I didn't brush my teeth, I didn't take a shower, I'm yuck, ugh, and it will reflect on everything you do, will reflect on everyone you meet. So let's do it one more time together before we go and enjoy our Monday. So take a moment. Repetition and anchoring is important. Take a moment, take a breath. Tune in. Become vertical. Close your eyes. Relax your base, relax your shoulders, lengthen the back of your neck. Turn your inner eye up. Go up to the top of your head. And if you like, you can even go higher up to your higher self, to the universe, to the divine. And take another breath. And then let that energy from above, the higher frequency, pour down into you. And let it fill your body. And for a moment, you can keep your eyes closed. Just enjoy and imagine us all together right now, sitting, doing the same, and supporting the deeper connection and higher connection. Doesn't that feel great? Okay, I have 2 more minutes. If you have any questions, let me know. And let me know how you feel. How did you feel in the beginning of this Facebook show? And how are you feeling right now? And even I want to say, sometimes our expectations are very high. If you only feel this much better, like this little bit, it was worth it. And imagine every day this little bit, it will increase, it will increase, it will increase, it will increase. Okay, great. Any last comments, questions? And what I'm going to do, for those who may be new to meditation or you don't know how to get started with it, I'm going to leave the link somewhere, I don't know where I've put it then, to my guided self-love meditation. It's a meditation that is about 20 minutes in length. It's focused on self-love, but let's be real, who cannot, who doesn't need a little bit more self-love? I still listen to it sometimes. So feel free to get it. It's for free. And start your journey by listening to a meditation. You can re-watch this show, this piece where we did the exercise, to re-anchor it, and to create a morning routine where you set the tone. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to feel suddenly from being depressed to, oh my God, I'm on the top of the world. It's just gradually shifting, so that you connect with yourself and you're connected with your soul. Thank you so much for being here with me today. It was such a pleasure. Please let me know if this was valuable. If it was valuable for you, share it. Maybe, or most likely, it will be valuable for someone else. Someone else might just need to do this little exercise or hear these words today. So if it was valuable for you, click the share button, share it on your Facebook wall, share it in a private message or with a particular person that you know is struggling right now, or with anyone that you would like to share that journey and hold yourself accountable. Okay? So I'm going to read one last comment here. I feel a bit tingly but still fuzzy about that third eye a bit. Is there some indication that I will know if I'm reaching the third eye? Thank you for sharing that. Okay. I'm just going to answer that question real quick, Adam. And of course, you know, it's a big question. But first of all, don't worry about doing it wrong. There's nothing you can do wrong. You know, and it's not about doing it right and having the right result right away. It's about just for the experience and keep doing it. You know, depending on what's going on in your life, it might take a little bit longer to reach that point of disconnecting and unplugging. However, as long as you're breathing, you put vertical alignment up and you just put your energy here on the third eye and you look upwards. You are activating your third eye. So keep practicing and let go of the attachment or judgment of it being the right thing, and just trust that the more you do it, the better you will get. Is this helpful, Adam? Let me know. And then we're gonna say goodbye for today. Okay. Well, and if you do have any more questions, just send me a message or leave me a comment below. And I wish you a fantastic Monday, a fantastic rest of your day, a fantastic week. And stay uplifted, stay connected. I love you, I appreciate you, and I will see you next Monday again at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, much love. Bye-bye.